All right, godlings. There's no shortage of people kind of freaking out. Really, I mean, to put it bluntly, people are freaking out. They don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to encapsulate this the best that I can for everybody. Okay, I've seen this. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so there's microcosm, macrocosm, right? And it's basic physics, metaphysics. Anything on a small scale happens on a large scale. So I seen this a long time ago. Now, whatever humanity is being faced with right now, like people are saying, how much longer do we have to deal with this crap, right? Well, until we're willing to not to. Honestly, seriously. Now, this is a way I think people really, the best way that I can explain it, that people need to think about it, right? And this is what all of humanity is under and facing right now is essentially akin to what a husband is feeling when a wife is cheating on him, right? Let's say a husband's wife is cheating on him, right? Now, what's going to happen here, right? First, he's going to try to hide it for a while, right? Going to try to hide it and make sure, hopefully, no one notices for a while, right? That's first thing that happens, right? Now, you'll still get some clues on what's going on and why, but you'll be like, it's just, if you're a nice husband, you're a good husband, you're not keeping track on her like she's property, you just kind of let her be, right? But still, she's cheating on you, you don't know it. And after a while, you're like, wait a second, I keep seeing this guy and around the same time she's leaving or whatever, right? And then you're starting to think about it. It's like, wait a second. And then you start getting ideas, and then you're like, hey, wait a second. And then you might mention a couple things like, oh, no, that's just you. That's when the gaslighting begins, right? If you start catching on, then the gaslighting begins, right? So then what happens is it ramps up because all of a sudden you're knee deep in this bullshit and you're starting to figure shit out left and right, and you might not have any absolute proof in your fucking hands, but you can see the results of it, right? You don't have any proof, but you can see the results and you kind of see, okay, I see where this is kind of going. And then let's say you find out for sure that your wife is cheating on you. Now you know your wife is cheating on you. Now what do? Well, you got kids involved. You want to just fucking leave. You got all this bullshit involved now, and you got to take care of it. Now what's going to happen? But now you're like, okay, I'm not going to put up with this anymore, right? Then they turn around and make it your fault. Oh, it's your fault. Your fault this happened. Oh, okay. So then what happens is, then you have to get to the point where I'm not going to put up with this anymore. It doesn't matter if it's my fault or not. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. So right now, humanity is dealing with this. We're dealing with a breakup in spiritual form. And there's a lot more going on that I can't really explain to you. But if people understand this is what's going on, we have a narcissistic being that is gaslighting us like crazy right now, and because people are starting to catch on, right? I mean, we're all starting to understand more and more every fucking day, and now we're like more and more collectively, people are just like, they're starting to catch on what's going on, and they're starting to get sick of it. So now what's going to happen is that, okay, now we're aware, now we're seeing what's going on, and we don't want it no more. Well, now the fight begins. Now the fight begins because when you say no to a narcissist, that's when the fight begins. Okay, so just realize that. It's almost the same principle over humanity right now, okay? We're being gaslighted we got a narcissistic being trying to make it our fault, because we called them out. We're starting to call them out and starting to say, no, we're not going to put up with this shit no more. Well, we're not sure how to deal with it yet. We're mad. We know something's going on. You know, we're sick of it. But now we got to figure out, well, how do we make it stop? That's when the fight begins. Be safe out there, everybody, okay?